With a population of just under 2 million people, Sapporo is Japan's 5th largest city, situated on the northern island of Hokkaido. Over the years, I've always found people speak very highly of Sapporo, whether it's the vibrant neon-lit nightlife, or the local cuisine, or the laid-back culture of the city. And so I was keen to go and pay it a visit. Meanwhile, my good friend Natsuki had never set foot on the island of Hokkaido, despite living just a few hours away. And so we both decided to finally go and explore it firsthand, and see what we could do on a 2-day trip to the city. Along the way, we'll be checking out the food, the nightlife, and a crazy confectionery-filled wonderland. But our first stop is Odori Park in the heart of the city, home to the infamous Sapporo Snow Festival in February and to the city's iconic TV tower.
Oh, just like miniature Tokyo Tower.
Miniature Tokyo Tower.
But it's convenience.
Well, it's got a big clock on it.
Big ass clock.
It's the one thing Tokyo Tower doesn't have, a giant Panasonic clock. When I arrive in a new city, the first thing I like to do is go up a tower, get a kind of 360 view of the city, a bit like Assassin's Creed. Except unlike Assassin's Creed, I'm not going to jump off into a pile of hay afterwards. This is one of the best views I've had in a Japanese city so far, mainly because of the way Odori Park stretches out before you. That's stunning.
It's power spot. Power spot.
A power spot.
Yeah, many Japanese always say power spot, traveling. Maybe this spot, it's more power.
Natural power spot.
Natural power.
Up a man-made tower.
Mysterious mountain and sunrise. Sunset. And temple. Oh, power spot.
The shrine wasn't the only thing we found up Sapporo TV Tower though. We also came face to face with one of Hokkaido's most adorable mascots.
Drinking time. Oh my god. It's Melon Bear.
Yeah, Melon Bear. Dental. Human dental. It's strange.
Human teeth.
Human teeth.
At what point did somebody think that was like an appropriate mascot? The absolute personification of a child's nightmare, brought to life and made into a Sapporo's mascot.
Surprisingly, despite staring at Melon Bear's nightmarish face, we were still hungry, and so we headed off to try Sapporo's most famous dish. Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan as it's known in Japanese, is a mutton barbecue dish grilled on an iron plate over a charcoal fire. As the fat drips out of the sizzling mutton, it runs down the iron plate and marinades the vegetables below, typically onions, which help sweeten the taste of the meat. The dish became popular in Hokkaido in the mid-20th century, as it's traditionally one of the few places in Japan that sheep are raised. And as for the name Genghis Khan, well, everybody just assumed mutton was popular in Mongolia, and Genghis Khan's from there, innit? That's genuinely how they thought the name up. Still, with about 30 customers crammed into the second floor restaurant, the constant sound of sizzling, and an atmosphere comprised of 90% smoke, not everyone leaves the intense dining experience with a smile on their face.
And noisy and busy and quickly.
No. You're angry because you couldn't smoke. That's the real reason.
Yeah. It's ramen shop style. Quickly.
Get in,
quick
eat,
eating,
get out, right?
quick eating. Get out.
But the meat was good, right? Good quality.
Yeah, quality and taste quality is nice. Maybe 9.
9.
Yeah, good meat.
There are 3 cities in Japan where I've had my Blade Runner kind of moment. Osaka, Dotonbori Crossing, Tokyo with Shibuya Crossing, and now here, Susukino in Sapporo. We've walked around Sapporo all day today, and Sapporo Station, the area is quite quiet. This This is where the action is. It's kind of like the entertainment district, full of bars, restaurants, shops, people, lights. This is where we're staying, this is where our hotel is. And if you come here and stay in Sapporo, this is the place I recommend. Even the McDonald's looks cool. Look at the neon lights on that.
Perhaps the best view of Susukino Crossing is from Flair Bar, one of the only bars in Sapporo with cocktail magic, or whatever it's called when you recklessly throw bottles around in the air, with a complete disregard for health and safety.
Oh, look at that. Overlooking Susukino Crossing. Wonderful, wonderful. And we're going to play a traditional game of Sapporo. Jenga, yeah.
Jenga.
I don't think Natsuki knows how to play Jenga. No! Oh, shit! I lost again! Unbelievable! I was so convinced I was going to win. That's not fair. Life isn't fair. I hate life.
We decided to kick off our second day in Sapporo with a bowl of ramen to see if Hokkaido's traditionally miso-based ramen lived up to its reputation.
So it's 11:15, the ramen shop doesn't open for another 15 minutes and already there is a queue around the block. Standard Japanese ramen place that's got a good reputation. Always a good sign though. So these are our toppings for our ramen.
Salad on the corn, on the corn.
He's got his corn.
Everything is on the corn.
Everything is on the corn. I've got butter. Hokkaido is really well known for its dairy foods, so I got some butter as a topping to put on my ramen, which makes an already fairly unhealthy dish just a little bit more unhealthy. Then again, when it comes to ramen, it's best not to calorie count. You love your chili, don't you? It smells fantastic.
Amazing. Deep.
Deep.
Amazing deep.
The soup is probably the highlight of this dish. Kind of tastes like thick gravy with a hint of butter because I've just stuck loads of butter in it. Yeah, it tastes a bit like gravy. 1 to 10?
9.
9.
Really Hokkaido.
Really Hokkaido.
Asahi Superdry might be Japan's biggest beer brand today, but it's not the oldest. That crown goes to Sapporo, which was founded in 1876. And today the striking red brick brewery still remains, where beer lovers from around the world make the pilgrimage to enjoy beer, learn how it's brewed, and of course, take selfies awkwardly in front of the building.
Maybe good smell. Rabbit smell.
Rabbit smell.
Pretty beer for child.
For child.
For child.
It is quite honestly a children's
But not drink.
size.
Not drink. You can't get drunk. Size.
You can't get drunk size. That'd be a great marketing campaign slogan.
Do-do-do-do-do. 5 star. Do-do-do-do-do. 5 star.
Just hurry up and drink the beer, for God's sake. Sapporo 5 star. This beer is exclusive to the factory and it's like normal Sapporo, but a little bit lighter in flavour. It's not as deep. Although I find most people seem to like Asahi. I don't know why, it tastes like carbonated water. If you're going to drink one beer in Japan, Sapporo beer. That's my advice.
One of Hokkaido's best known sweets are Shiroi Koibito cookies, and the Ishiya sweet company that bakes them had the smart idea of turning their factory into a thriving theme park that feels like a cross between Disneyland, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and some kind of bizarre European village. And surprisingly, it works.
Hello. Hello. Come on in my house. My house. I want a big house. Big house.
It's a hard life, living in a tiny house.
Only dog size.
Well, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for letting us into your house. That was Cribs with Natsuki. It's kind of like Sapporo's answer to Disneyland. If Disneyland and a cookie factory combined, this is what it would look like. Also a little bit creepy with all the animatronic chefs dancing around. It's a little bit scary. But other than that, I love it. Now we just got to go and try some cookies. I must say, it's a rather slick operation. Never seen so many biscuits in all my life.
Wow. Difficult.
Having seen the cookies rolling off the assembly line, I was desperate to get hold of a box myself. But rather than simply buying a standard box of cookies, Natsuki had other ideas. So Natsuki insisted we get some biscuits with our face on the box, which is like some sort of really awful kind of merchandise. But the biscuits themselves are the ones that were made in the awesome factory, the Koibito factory. And they are regarded as Sapporo's most popular omiyage, the #1 kind of souvenir. They're really good, actually. I'll show you them. It's basically just 2 biscuits with some chocolate sandwiched between it. You know when you bake cookies and it comes out of the oven, it's kind of nicely soft and fresh. It's kind of like that. That's the same kind of texture. It's not a crunchy, hard biscuit. It's a nice soft one. I've just got Natsuki standing here with a camera, filming me eating biscuits. What a premium lifestyle that is. Oh, fucking hell. It's all over the floor.
Oh, dirty floor.
Well, it is now.
Oh.
We had a great time in Sapporo, but what did we miss out? If you visited the city, let us know where you recommend for our next trip, as it's somewhere I definitely plan to go back to for more than just 48 hours. This video was made in collaboration with Japan National Tourism Office UK. If you're visiting Japan and looking for things to do around the country or in Hokkaido, you can check out their glamorous websites for ideas and inspiration in the description box below. But for now guys, as always, many thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.